So in the last video we discussed about the latitudinal gradients, which is one of the very important pattern of biodiversity. So in this video we are going to deal with another heading under the topic of patterns of diversity. So the topic is species area relationship. So species area relationship. Here a very important German naturalist or geographer. So he during his pioneering and extensive explorations during his travel to the South American jungles, when he was traveling to the South American jungles and he was exploring, he has observed that when he takes a particular region and he tells that the species richness in a area was increasing when the explored area was increasing. So when the area increases, he tells that the species richness in the particular area is also increasing. But at the same time, he is also telling that this increasing pattern or this rising pattern of the species depending upon the explored area is only up to a particular limit. So the name of the geographer or the German naturalist is Alexander von Humboldt. So Alexander von Humboldt. So when he gives out a relationship, that is, he gives after a certain observations he made, he has given out a relation between the species richness and the area for a wide variety of taxa. So between this area and the species richness, he has given out a relation, but the relation has come to be in a rectangular hyperbola. The wide variety of taxa is nothing but when we compare it with angiosperm plants, birds, bats and freshwater fishes. So here the relationship between the richness and the area of a wide variety of taxa gives out or comes out and turns out to be an rectangular hyperbola. So but on a logarithmic scale, here the relationship comes in a straight line. That is, it is described by the equation log s is equal to log c plus z log a, where a is the species richness, s is the species richness, a is the area, z is the slope of the line, that is the regression coefficient, and c is the y-intercept. So here the straight line, that is the relation when the relationship comes in a logarithmic scale, then the relation comes as log s is equal to log c plus z log a. So this is the relationship given by Alexander von Humboldt, who is a German naturalist and a geographer, who has given out a relationship between the species richness and area for a wide variety of taxa. At the same time, many ecologists also have discovered that the value of Z always lies between the range of 0.1 to 0.2, whether it to which taxonomy group it belongs to or whether it is of any region. So with even there are changes in the taxonomy group, even there are changes in the region which we are checking out or we are calculating the value of Z, it always lies in the range of 0.1 to 0.2. So even if we take the plants in Britain or birds in California or mollusk in New York, this value of Z always lies in the range of 0.1 to 0.2. So this value, we are now understood that the value of Z lies regardless of the taxonomy group or its region. So that we from this we can understand that if the Z lies between the same range, that is if it has the same range of difference, that is 0.1 to 0.2, then the slopes of the regression line are similar, because we have already studied that Z is the slope of the line, that is the regression coefficient. So the slopes of the regression line are similar. But when we take a very large area into account, so it is when it is not a small area and we are taking out a large area, that is like continents, then we if in such conditions if we see the relationship between the species and area, then the slope of the line, that is the z, becomes steeper, and the z value ranges from 0.6 to 0.6 to 1.2. So the value of z lines when the area or the species area relationship is calculated out when the place is to be a continents or very large area, then this slope of the line, that is the value of the z, becomes very steeper, that is the z value now ranges from 0.6 to 1.2. So for example, if we take the frugivorous birds and the mammals in the tropical forest, for example, so these are of different continents, and we are taking out into account to finding out the value of z, that is the slope of the line, then its value is 1.15, that is it lies between 0.6 to 1.2. We are taking out the frugivorous birds and the mammals in the tropical forest of different continents in order to show this. That is, frugivorous birds are nothing but fruit eating birds. So the fruit eating birds, we call them as frugivorous birds. So the important thing in this is the value of z according to the ecologists discovered earlier was the range of 0.1 to 0.2, and it is regardless of its taxonomic group or region, whether it is plants and birds, mollusks of different countries. So here the slope of the regression lines are always similar. But when we take large areas, the value the z value becomes steeper, and it ranges between 0.6 to 1.2. Thank you.